If you're a red velvet lover, this recipe is for you. Deep and delicious with the most creamy cream cheese frosting. Let's make cake. Cake easily qualifies as my favorite dessert of all time. I mean, if I was presented with a whole bunch of different desserts, cake is what I would gravitate towards. And when I make it at home, I try to make it as easy as possible, which is why I created this red velvet sheet cake recipe. Now, I love the tangy chocolatey flavor of this cake, and paired with the cream cheese frosting, it is a match made in heaven, and it is so, so easy. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is prep our dry ingredients. So to a bowl, I'm gonna add a little bit of all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, salt, and baking soda. And I'm gonna whisk those well to combine. Next, we're gonna work on our wet ingredients. So for this cake, I love the combination of melted butter and canola oil. The melted butter gives you that buttery rich flavor, and the canola oil adds tons of moisture to the cake, okay? So the butter is gonna go in, as well as the canola oil and some granulated sugar, and I'm gonna whisk all of these ingredients well together. I have 3 large eggs. I'm gonna crack them in one at a time, whisking in between each addition until the mixture is beautifully voluminous. I'm gonna add some vanilla extract, which pairs so well with the flavor of cocoa, as well as some buttermilk for tang and some red gel food coloring. So here's the thing when it comes to food coloring. There are so many different brands, so many different varieties. I personally like using gel because it has a nice intense color and a little bit goes a long way. So you can start at about a teaspoon and work your way up until you get the desired level of red that you're looking for. Now is when both worlds are gonna collide, dry and wet are gonna come together. I'm gonna take my dry ingredients, pour them into the wet, and gently mix them to combine. Now we're gonna add my 2 secret ingredients, a little bit of white vinegar, which is going to help maintain that nice bright red color, as well as some coffee, which is going to complement and intensify the cocoa flavor in the cake. We're gonna mix this well until it's combined. Our batter is ready, and now it's time to prep our pan to make sure that cake comes out in one piece. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of canola oil in and take a paper towel and rub it over every surface of the pan. Then I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of all-purpose flour and again shake it around to get every edge coated, shaking out any excess. Lastly, I'll place a piece of parchment paper at the bottom, and that'll really ensure that nothing sticks. I'm gonna pour the batter into the pan, look at that vibrant red color, and smooth it out into one even layer. My cake is going into a 350-degree oven, and we're gonna bake it for about 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. While our cake is cooling, we're gonna prepare the most iconic cream cheese frosting. The proportions on this one are so, so good, I could literally eat it out of the bowl. So we're starting off with a little bit of room temperature cream cheese, to which I'm gonna add some unsalted butter. We're gonna whisk these together until they're nice and creamy. Then I'm gonna scatter in a little bit of powdered sugar, as well as some vanilla extract, and we're gonna keep whipping until it's nice and creamy and silky. We're gonna take all that cream cheese frosting, place it on the center of the cake, and start spreading it out to cover. Look at that, it looks absolutely delicious. I love the proportion of frosting to cake. Cut the cake into generous slices, and just like that, our easy red velvet sheet cake is ready. And now it is finally time to eat cake. I am equipped with my handy dandy fork. Let's push through those layers. Oh my God, that cream cheese frosting, that fluffy cake, look at that. This is red velvet at its best. The cake is super fluffy and light. It has a hint of cocoa coming through. But the kicker here with this recipe is the addition of coffee. It really amps up that chocolate flavor, and paired with that creamy cream cheese frosting. Oh, I have been sent to a different planet. This cake is so good, and it doesn't take too long to put together. Again, I used a couple of bowls, a couple of whisks. All you need is a little bit of arm power and you are good to go. So the next time you're entertaining or just really want a sweet treat, consider my red velvet sheet cake. It comes together really quickly and it is so, so good.